In this video, we will review how to set up pricing for your business website. This is the last step to be completed before your website goes live. There are two ways you can do this. One, you can export your database and work in Excel to manipulate your pricing and then upload that back into the website. Or you can simply use the pricing rules that are built within the admin system. The easiest way to set your pricing is to create a pricing rules set, which gives you a basis to start off from. You do this by clicking the arrow in front of Product Manager and then Advanced Options and double-clicking on Pricing Rules. We've already got some set up right here. Let's go through and I can explain how these were set. All products added to your website will fall into either 1 or up to 5 conditions. They will either be classified as compatible, new, other, remanufactured, or TAA compliant. The easiest way to go about this is to price everything by their condition rather than by the individual manufacturer. For example, if my product base consists of compatible, remanufactured, and new products, first I'm going to create rules for the compatible products and mark them up by a certain percentage. And then I'm going to create rules for the remanufactured products and mark them up a certain percentage. And then lastly, I can create a new rule for the new products and mark those products up a certain percentage. As mentioned, you can select an individual manufacturer and set pricing, but it's much easier to select all global rule manufacturer and then set pricing by the condition categories. So here we have two rules that were created for the products that fall within a compatible condition. The first rule that was created, and again, you create the rules by using the plus and minus sign to open the subsection there. And when you create the rule, don't forget to press the update button to save your information. But this first rule is for all compatible products that are priced between $0 and $5. And the markup here is by 300%. The next rule that was created for all compatible products that fall within that condition are priced at $5.01 all the way up to $999. Those products are marked up by 50%. And then obviously if you carry an inventory with products that are over $1,000, you would need to create a third line or a third rule for compatible products. Then you move on to create the same type of rules for the remanufactured and new products that you carry. What you want to set your markup at is entirely up to your discretion. We are just providing you the tools to create your own rules. The global rule that you see here at the bottom is a catch-all. In case a product is missing, its condition, or is overlooked, then it will fall into this category and can be marked up by ever how much percentage you choose for it to be. You don't have to have this rule, but it is a fail-safe recommendation. A very important note to mention is that these rules are based on a markup percentage and not a margin. It should not be confused with the product margin. For example, if you have a $10 item with a 50% markup, you would multiply $10 by 50% and then add the $5 markup to get a total selling price of $15. If you wanted to apply a 50% margin, you would divide $10 by 50 cents to get a selling price of $20. The point being is if you are used to using and talking with and dealing with margins in your business, you will need to compensate when creating your pricing rules because the admin calculates only the markup and not margin. Now, once you've created all of your rules, there are two things that need to be done. First, under the Settings tab, the pricing rule settings for each of these drop-down menus should be selected at the lowest cost. Don't forget to select the update settings in order to save your information. Next, under the Execute tab, you'll need to, after creating your rules, you'll need to execute or save them. After pressing this Execute Price Rules tab, it will run and then it will let you know when it's complete. Notice there's a big warning here because once you press this button, it's going to change the pricing on your website. Now that you have your initial base pricing set, there are a couple things to note. One, the pricing rules only fit the standard or published price. Price rules do not affect price levels or special prices at the customer level. These rules, if you have a large amount of products, then the category rules give you a base from where you can start from. To set customized pricing, you will need to go in after running the rules and manually edit the price of an item. And you would do this by going under the Search Products tab and using this menu to go in and individually change the prices of an item for a customer. However, you need to remember that the next time that you would go in and update your pricing rules and execute them, any individual customized pricing would have been overridden by the new pricing rules. So you'll need to keep a log or journal of those special prices that you have set, and you'll need to redo them if you were to rerun the rules and execute them again. This concludes the training video on how to set your pricing. Once this is complete, your business website is ready to go live.